Damian Lillard just shocked the NBA world, not by signing somewhere new, but by coming back home. And this press conference might be the most emotional moment we've ever seen from Dame. Even though he's injured, he's finally right where he belongs, in Portland.
And unfortunately, he's hurt right now, and he'll be back as good as ever, if you know anything about him. So we're really excited about that. I told him that this year he's going to be the highest paid assistant coach in league history because I'm going to be putting him to work every day. So we're really excited. We're really happy to have our guy back.
Well, first I want to thank Joe, and I want to thank Chauncey because, obviously for this to even be possible, we all had to be on the same page about it. But like they both said, it never felt right not being home. And, through it all, I found my way back, and just fortunate to be back with the group that I was with prior to leaving, to be a part of a great situation at home. And I'm just excited, and really, really thankful and appreciative of the door being open for me to come back, even with me being hurt. And, it means a lot to me to not only play for this organization again. I never wanted to not be playing for this organization, but to be back in this community, that I'm most familiar with, the familiar faces, all of the things that I've been connected to, even during the time that I wasn't playing here the last 2 years. So it all just feels right. Usually when I have to make a decision, I put a lot of thought into it. I ask a lot of questions to the people around me, but this was a decision that wasn't hard at all for me to make. And, the people that I know love me and care about me, it was a easy piece of advice for them to give. It was easy for them to support. So, like I said, I'm just thankful to be back. And it just feels like the perfect situation at the perfect time. So I'm just happy to be back.
If I would have told you 2 years ago you would be sitting here right now doing this press conference, what would have your reaction been?
I probably would have been like, I don't know. That's a little. In just 2 years, I probably wouldn't have believed it. I'd be lying if I said I didn't expect this to happen at some point, but for it to happen this soon, I wasn't expecting this.
Dame and Chauncey. Dame, could you speak, you did this now, but could you speak a little more about kind of your thoughts on the team as currently constructed, particularly how it's maybe different from the team that you were on your last season here?
I think one thing that when we all sat down and, this idea kind of started to move towards me signing back here, obviously I'm going to look at the basketball situation. We play basketball, and you want to win basketball games. So a lot of people, may look at it as a family decision, and obviously anybody would have their family be a part of a decision that they make, but this was just as much a basketball decision. I've watched the team, even at a distance. I've followed and stayed in touch with what was going on, and looking at how the league is transitioning and how it's changing. It's not the same old thing no more. It's young teams that guard and that have depth and that compete, that are connected. And this team has all of those things. Maybe because it's Portland, people may not be willing to say it, but it's all there. From the talent to the depth to having it on both sides of the ball, it's all there. And that's something that I believed in when I looked into a decision like this. So the personal part, the family, the basketball, the fact that this opportunity came unexpected, being waived, it just felt like it just felt like the perfect timing and the perfect opportunity.